Alright, so in today's video, we're going to be checking out the new Dokkan Fest Kale, rainbowed level 10 links. Now, I'm sure a lot of you already know the issue with her. Obviously, her teams aren't really that great, but other than that, she's still going to be a very useful unit. All around, I would say she's an absolute tank in her pre-transformed and transformed state, because in Berserk, I think she gets up to 60% damage reduction, and then when you're in her Super Saiyan 2 form, obviously she has that guard. So overall, she's going to be a very useful unit. I just think, again, her main issue is that her teams drag her down. But as I've said a lot lately, I mean, you know, we get an LR Kefla, we get an LR Hit. That's, like, really good next to this Kale. I mean, dude, she could be a top 10 unit because she is still very crazy. Like I said, defensively, she's amazing. And even offensively, she can look pretty crazy. So before we get into the video, if you find yourself enjoying it at any point, feel free to like and subscribe. Also, keep in mind there are timestamps in the video, so if you want to skip around any part, then absolutely feel free to do that. And yeah, let's get right into it. So on this opening rotation right here, we are going to have 4 out of 7 links, and we do also have a lot of support with the Super Saiyan 2 Kale here, and then the cooler. So we're starting off at 331k defense. I mean, that's not great, but considering everything else she's doing and everything else she's getting after she supers, actually that is kind of impressive. So just to go over her kit, she's starting off with 160% attack and defense, so that's a pretty reasonable start of turn attack and defense buff. I mean, that's good enough, right? And then she also gets 60% attack and defense, and then a high chance to launch an additional super attack when performing a super. So she does have built-in additionals, so even though her damage right here, you know, 7.8 doesn't really seem that crazy, considering she could have the additional super, that definitely is pretty good. Oh, do I have it in 1-time speed? Oh, y'all gotta suffer through this. Hold on. Sorry. I didn't know I had the 1-time speed on. Wait, I gotta wait for the perfect opportunity to click 2 times. Hold on. Come on. Bro, where is it? Okay, whatever. Anyway, we'll just continue going over her kit. So yeah, she has that additional, which we did just get right there. I think you saw her attacks that jumped up to like 8.5, which is a big jump. So her damage can look pretty impressive, but it is worded in the way we don't like it. So it's just a high chance of launching an additional super. So then that means, unfortunately, you know, it's not an additional that has a chance of becoming a super. So then her hidden potential system additional has a less likely chance of proccing. Okay, so wait, let's turn the 2-time speed off. I don't even know which one it is. I think it's that one. Okay, I think we got the 2-time speed off now, so you don't got to suffer through this anymore. Oh yeah, a good linking partner with her, obviously, is the LR Kale and Caulifla. So they do Easy A during this celebration, if you're not aware. Their Easy A is pretty good, but I don't know. I would say they definitely could have used it a little bit more. But we'll get into that when, obviously, their Easy A comes out. Okay, we didn't have the 2-times thing on, but don't worry, we got it on now. You don't got to suffer through the slow animations. You can actually see it, you know, in normal pace now. I feel like they should add, like, a 3-time speed. I don't know, maybe that's just me. Or maybe it's because, like, I've seen the animation so much in 2-time speed that it just seems normal now. And, like, an actual fast animation would be, like, 3-time speed. I don't know, maybe that's something they could do, or maybe that's just me. But anyway, like I mentioned, Kale does have the additionals and then the attack and defense on super. And then the main part of her kit pre-transformed, at least in my opinion, is this right here. So she reduces damage received by 20% up to 60% within the same turn with each super attack performed. So because she's got these additionals built in, she can get up to 60% damage reduction within a turn. Very, very impressive, right? I mean, up to 60% damage reduction with her level of defense, which, after she supers, she's going to be 500, 600, maybe 700k defense on like a godly turn for her. So that level of defense, then with 60% damage reduction, is definitely very impressive. So I think she can look really good in certain situations, but you know, if you throw her in slot 1, she's not really going to be looking that great. If you don't have a good linking partner with her, she's going to be looking a lot less impressive. And by linking partner, I mean a good linking partner and someone who's on the Universe 6 category, because another thing in her kit is she also gets 160% attack and defense, and then a great chance of launching an additional super attack when there's another Universe 6 category ally in the same turn. So as we've already established, the additionals are very important for her because, of course, they help build up that damage reduction, which, like I said, is probably the most important thing in her kit. And then you also get another 160% attack and defense buff. That's a really crazy buff. Another 160% to attack and defense is going to be a big difference in her performance, obviously, you know, in her attack and defense. So you're definitely going to want to make sure you have a Universe 6 category ally, which right now, well, I mean, technically on Global right now, there's not really a good Universe 6 category ally, but once we get the Easy A for LR Kale and Caulifla, which I think we get in like 4 or 5 days, then of course, you know, going to be a very good rotation right there. But even then, I don't know, it gets a little tricky because Kale and Khalifa, LR Kale and Khalifa, they're kind of geared towards slot 2, at least for the first like 5 turns, because of course they have to stack up and then build up the chance to dodge. So then turn 1, you know, if you're running a rotation like this, it's going to be kind of tricky because Dokkan Fest Kale is a slot 2 unit. And then, like we said, for the first couple turns, LR Kale and Khalifa are also a slot 2 unit. So you could kind of get destroyed. But we do have the active skill right here. So I guess we can just go ahead and play this. Let me make sure I have these skip off, which I do. And yeah, let's play this. Okay, so now her performance goes from like an 8 to like a 10, considering you have a Universe 6 category ally. So she does get guaranteed guard with a Universe 6 category ally, which we do have right now. So we're at 400k defense with guard, and there's a lot other stuff going on for her defensively. So yeah, she's going to look really crazy now. Her performance starts to get like insane. But just to briefly go over the active skill, or the transformation condition, I guess. It can be activated starting from the 4th turn with a Khalifa on the team. So again, another reason why you're going to want to run her with, you know, Universe 6 units or Khalifa unit, whatever. And then also you can get it after performing 6 super attacks. Not really that big of a deal. 6 super attacks is going to be pretty easy, especially considering all the additionals she has built in. But again, it's just easier to get with the Khalifa on the team. So again, you know, LR Kale and Khalifa, really good linking partner. So we're starting here at 400k defense, like I said. That is really good. So the other thing she's doing defensively, she does get 30% attack and defense on super, and she does have built-in additionals. Okay. Wait a minute, let's talk about that. 12 million with built-in additionals and a 30% chance to crit, and a 12 million attack stat exactly. Alright, so you can kind of see what I'm getting at here. Like, in the, I don't want to say the perfect situation, because this isn't like, well, this is pretty insane. We do have a lot of support. But, you know what I mean? Like, she could look like this fairly easy. All you have to do is put these Universe 6 units on the team, but then that's kind of the issue, is that these Universe 6 units just suck, right? I mean, there's no getting around that. This Kale, yeah, she just kind of sucks. I guess this Kaba can be kind of good if he stacks up, but then you need a Vegeta to stack up, and then putting a Vegeta on the team kind of deters from a Universe 6 team. So, you know, not really a big fan of the Kaba's design. This guy I just threw on the team for the Kaba, and he also supports. And then LR Kale and Khalifa are the only Universe 6 unit that I can actually say, like, yeah, they're just good, right? I mean, I guess there's a Tech Khalifa. I don't know. If you're getting the guaranteed dodge with her, she can be alright. Other than that, everyone on Universe 6 just sucks. So, you know, an LR Kefla, I think, is kind of needed, right? I feel like they've been not, like, teasing it or hinting towards it, but it's just an obvious release we'll get eventually. And then same goes for an LR Hit or something like that. So, I think Universe 6 could easily become a good category, but the fact that they released Dokkan Fest Kale and just didn't really buff the category outside of LR Kale and Khalifa's EZA is really weird. Like, the Part 2 LR, I don't know why it was Super Boo. It definitely should not have been Super Boo. Maybe they could have given us, you know, Kefla, a Hit, something like that. Hell, a Champa and a Vados, or something to buff Universe 6. Maybe if they wanted to save Kefla and Hit for, you know, a celebration down the road, I get that. But still, we need something to buff our categories because, like I said, they just suck. I mean, Pure Sands is good, but even on Pure Sands, you need Universe 6 category allies. So then you have to bring those types of units. And then if you don't have LR Kale and Khalifa, and you have to have them easy aid, you suck with her because you don't have any good options, right? I mean, there's really no getting around that. So, you know, it's very complicated with her. It's weird because she's a really good unit, but just the smallest thing of her team's not being good completely ruins her. So anyway, 600k defense with guard, and also we do get 30% attack and defense on every super, and we could potentially do 4 supers. So, you know, yeah, we got a lot going on right here. We'll showcase this turn right here, and then we'll call it in the Legendary Vegeta event. I guess we could take her... where would we take her? Because she's AGL, so there's not really like a really hard-hitting STR enemy. I mean, screw it. Let's just take her and sell max, right? Whatever. I mean, she's got type disadvantage, but we'll see how she performs. A little over 10 million with that first attack stat. Unfortunately, the other two additionals were just that, additionals. But we did get the double super, so a little over 10 million again. So what? That was two 30% defensive raises. We were at 600k defense start of turn. Okay, so basically a million defense with guard. I mean, you know, what do you want me to say? That's pretty great considering, you know, she can do 4 supers and they all have a medium chance to crit. And as you saw, they're all over 10 million attack stats. So yeah, she's good, but well, you know, we've already talked about her issues. So I guess with all that shown, we can go ahead and cut to the Cell Max test. I mean, I'm assuming she's going to perform well in there because she has guard, but we'll see, right? All right, so we're here fighting Cell Max, and we do have the active skill for Kale, so I'll go ahead and pop this. Now, she does get attack and defense after she receives an attack, so then in slot 1 right here, of course, because she's receiving an attack, her stats are going to get a little bit of an increase because of that. So this is a good turn. We've got a lot of support. We've got a good amount of links active. Yeah, 5 out of 7. So we should be looking good right here, but I don't know. We'll see. Cell Max could still do some damage because, I mean, he's hitting, you know, Cell Max, right? Really? I'm going to double check that. I think that was 3 dodge. Look, I don't mean to sound like the truth here, but you got to put 3 dodge on your units, man. It's as simple as that. We'll check. We'll see. Because, I don't know, this is a private server. For all I know, they could have her built full dodge, which is probably not the best way to have her built. I would say additionals is probably the way to go. Because, like we mentioned, in her pre-transform state, she gets damage reduction on super. So then, of course, you know, capitalizing on as many supers as possible is definitely the way to go. Hence, going full additionals, or at least giving her primarily additionals, because she is also AGL, so she's already got the base 5 additional. But then in her transform state, she gets 30% defense on super. So, you know, full additionals or some additionals is still going to be pretty beneficial towards her. Okay, wait. So it was, yeah, it was this one. Wait, how did she dodge? What? High chance of guarding. What? I'm so confused. Did she get dodged from a link? Oh, I'm pretty sure Battlefield Diva gives her a 5% chance to dodge. Dude, that's crazy. We got a link dodge. Yo, that's crazy. All right, well, hey, I mean, you know, this is why you need to link level your units, I guess. But anyway, we're right here at a little over 700k defense. We're going to die. LR Kale and Khalifa are definitely going to just get obliterated from normals here. But I'm still curious how well... Okay. Wait a minute. Wait. That doesn't just happen. That's like... I promise I didn't do anything. I mean, I know it's a private server, but I have no control over dodge or anything like that. And the 14 million, too. Okay, I mean... I'm kind of curious how much he's going to take from a super, but... Dude, oh my god, Kale, calm down. 14.5, and we've got a medium chance to crit, and we're getting 30% attack and defense on every super. Look at that. We've been on the final phase of Cell Max for 2 turns. He's almost dead already. Dude, yeah, okay, so... I mean, we've been getting very lucky with Kale in this video. So, in good situations, you know, good rotations, you have her next to LR Kale and Khalifa, you get these dodges... She's going to look busted. You know, you see 14 million attack stats. You see all these crits. It looks crazy. But, you know, keep in mind, it's not always how it's going to go for you. Because, again, LR Kale and Khalifa are literally the only good option to run next to them. So if you get bad rotations, if you don't have time to set up the rotations, well, there's also that, too. LR Kale and Khalifa can get obliterated. So there's a lot of stuff to it. It's not just you bring Kale in here and she destroys. But I guess, again... We just need better options for Universe 6. So, I guess with all that shown, we can go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. That has to have been, like, the craziest Cell Max showcase. So, let me just double check. So, both Kales, yeah, don't have any dodge. So, they both got a dodge from their link, which was a 5% chance to dodge. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, link level your units, man. Alright, well, I guess let's go ahead and cut to the unit breakdown. Alright, so here we have Resilient Power of Emotions, Kale Berserk. So starting off with her leader skill, it is Universe 6 or Transformation Boost, category Key +3, HP and attack and defense plus 170%, and then the additional 30% to stats goes to Universe Survival Saga or Full Power. So the one thing I would change with this leader skill is maybe instead of her leading Universe 6, I would just change it to like Pure Sands, or instead of Transformation Boost, I don't know, I would change it to like Power Beyond Super Saiyan or something like that, because I don't know, her team, not only is the Universe 6 options weak, but I feel like her options overall are kind of weak. I mean, don't get me wrong, Transformation Boost has some good units on it, but I don't know, I still feel like she could have been a little bit better in terms of her leader skill, but not horrible. It definitely could have been worse. At least she doesn't lead like, you know, Universe 6 and, I don't know, Rapid Growth or something like that, because Rapid Growth just sucks. So, I mean, it's a solid leader skill, right? And then her super attack effect is that she gets 50% attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy. So normally we like it when units get defense on super, but I think because of her damage reduction, it's fine. She doesn't really need defense on super. And then her passive is that she gets attack and defense plus 160%. She gets 60% attack and defense and then a high chance of doing an additional super when performing a super. And then she gets 20% damage reduction up to 60% in the same turn with every super attack performed. And then she gets 160% attack and defense and then a great chance to do another super when there's a Universe 6 category ally in the same turn. So pretty good passive, right? A lot of stats with the Universe 6 category ally. Basically just make sure you're running her with a Universe 6 category ally and then you'll be fine. And then her links are the Sand Lineage, Berserker, Battlefield Diva, Prepared for Battle, Warriors of Universe 6, Tournament of Power, and then Fierce Battle. You know, a solid link set. She's got the Sand Lineage, she's got Prepared for Battle, Fierce Battle, Tournament of Power. I guess are all, you know, pretty good links, but other than that, not the craziest link set. And then her categories are Peppy Gals, Universe Survival Saga, Pure Sands, Full Power, Transformation Boost, Universe 6, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Rage, Rapid Growth, Miraculous Awakening, Bond of Friendship, and then Power Beyond Super Saiyan. So she's helping some weak teams, you know, Super Saiyan 2, Exploding Rage, Rapid Growth, Universe 6, Peppy Gals, Full Power, Bond of Friendship. All of those teams could definitely use the help. So, you know, it's pretty good she's a solid unit on those teams. I just wish she didn't really had to have like a Universe 6 category ally for her to be good, because then you can't just throw her on whatever team. You have to make sure she has a Universe 6 category ally. So then you have to kind of build the team around her, which then just kind of makes her less fun, right? And then her active skill condition or transformation condition, I already went over it, but we'll say it one more time. It can be activated starting from the 4th turn with a Caulifla on the team, or after you do 6 supers. And then once you get the transformation, her super attack effect now does change. She gets 30% attack and defense on super, causes immense damage, and then has a medium chance to crit. And then her passive is that she gets 100% defense for 6 turns from start of turn. I don't really think it's bad that the defense is restricted for 6 turns, because by the time you transform, like, it's already kind of late into the fight, so then those 6 turns will cover the remaining of the fight. I just think it's weird they restricted it to 6 turns. I don't know, it just feels weird to me. But, I mean, still, like I said, good, because it's going to last majority of the fight. And then she gets 200% attack and defense. She gets another 120% attack, and then 2 additional attacks. Each have a medium chance of becoming a super when performing a super attack. And then she gets a high chance to guard just for free. But then she gets 60% attack and defense for 3 turns after receiving an attack. And then she gets guaranteed guard and 160% defense if there's a Universe 6 category ally in the same turn. So again, just more of a reason why you want to run her with Universe 6 units. And then her link set, I think, just stays the same. And then obviously her categories stay the same. So that is the Dokkan Fest Kale Showcase. Let me know what you guys are thinking of her down in the comments. And if you did decide to summon on her banner, let me know who you pulled. And hopefully you didn't get unlucky like me and get 2 Frost. I swear I still hate that unit. I was going to do a showcase on him, but just because of how my summon video went, I'm not even doing it. Like, I had a thumbnail made and everything, but I don't even want to. I don't care. If you want to see a showcase on the Frost, I don't know, look at a DeTruth video, because I'm not doing that. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.